How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Software Inc. and welcome back to Nerdrosoft. Things are going very well at the moment. We're sitting on $9.3 million, and that is almost entirely down to, well, it is entirely down to King Doom 3, which it's doing ridiculous right now. It just had a massive surge in sales in January of 1989. So much so that in January of 1989, it made $1.3 million, which is more than it made in the month that it released. And I'm not 100% sure how we've managed to have that kind of success with King Doom 3, but I have just had to order in another 100,000 units because this thing has now sold up to 318,000 units in total. The active users has approached 100,000 again. It's doing very well. It's doing very well. And I have to wonder if part of the reason that the users shot up is because I updated this thing. So we're going to go ahead and do that again, just to make sure that all the bugs we have do in fact get dealt with. But given that we're making so much money, I've been kind of thinking about how I want to do things with Nerdrosoft, because my plan originally was to stick with the core team, and good lord, we just made even more money. 138,000 active users. New feature has unlocked. Computer operating system 3D rendering. Oh, wait. So, what? Wait a minute. So, does that mean I can make a 3D editor now? I'm assuming no, because I don't think any operating systems could support it, right? That's kind of what that's telling me. Yeah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. Well, fair enough. Regardless, I was gonna say that the core team could be the ones to work on getting some kind of 2D editor out there, and then an audio tool. But we have $10.9 million. King Doom 3 has just sold $1.9 million worth right there. There's 47,000 units in stock. I'm kind of willing to say that we might want to just order another 100,000 right here. So we'll do that just to make sure that this thing actually does do okay. But I think we just hire another team. I think we go in here. I think we go to team name. I think we go to audio. We'll just do like audio team. We can add that. Can I auto color you? Is that a thing? Auto color right there. It's already done, which is great. Can I auto color like multiple teams? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I would want to do that, but that is a thing that we can do. So fair enough. Long story short, what does scheduling do? Oh, this is neat. This is like a new thing. So I can like move them around and say that they work from 8 until 4. That's, yeah, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Long story short though, why don't we go upstairs and lease out these 2 rooms and say that these are going to be assigned to the audio team? And we can maybe go and get another room and make that like a meeting room so that we have better team compatibility. That just seems like a solid idea to me. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here. I also want to paint these rooms a little differently. I want the floors to be this color, but I want the walls to be something else. We did blue downstairs. We can maybe do, I don't know, like a green up here. I don't know if green is green. Green walls is a choice. Green walls that's definitely, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with that, and that'll be fine. Is there a better layout that I can go for in this as well? That's the real question. We're still stuck with this computer. Not for long though. We get the 90s computer soon enough. But yeah, is there a better layout that I can go for in terms of getting people working in here? And I feel like there might be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be room for 2, 3, 4. I can get 3. We can get 5 people in there. That might be the way to do it. Do 10 people on the audio team, and just go from there. That really might be the way to do things. So select all of these, make them just white, I guess, or do we want to do black on these? I think we'll do white. And then we'll get the computers in here. We can have them sort of this way, and that'll be great. Get the ergonomic chair, since that's going to keep people nice and comfortable. And it's a little bit cramped. It is going to be a little bit cramped as well. That's kind of just how this is going to, just sort of how this is going to be, unfortunately. We could get another desk over here, but I don't think we will. I think what we'll do instead is get ourselves a bookshelf. We'll get ourselves a nice little sort of plant in the corner as well. Can I do a water cooler in here? I absolutely can. We're going to do one of those as well, just so they have somewhere they can get some drinks. And then I guess for, well, actually, how many people do I need for audio tools? That's going to be the real question. I should probably look into that before I get too carried away in fleshing out this room, because we might end up with too many. We might not need more than 5 employees, really. So I think we'll hold off for a second. I would like to do some paintings, though. I would like to randomize them. So we'll do one here. We'll do one here. And we'll do one right about there. And that seems pretty good. I kind of like that. We still can't do the flat screen until 1995. That's all right. We probably don't want to do much other than a clock right about there. And honestly, having the clock right at the end of this row of like cubicles is a little dystopian, but I'm here for it. That's fine. It's totally fine. We'll not worry too much about that. And yeah, I think this is solid. So that's going to be our audio production room. Let's go ahead and get ourselves this color here. Let me select all of these guys and paint them that same color. Let me select my chairs and I guess paint them the same color. I don't know about that. Maybe like a darker green for the chairs. Something a bit like that is, we'll allow it. And then for the desks, we can maybe do some decorations. So we can go in here and say that, you know, this guy has a nice tree. This guy has a nice, I don't know, cactus, and yeah, the rest of them are fine. Maybe one of them has like a lamp. This guy has a nice lamp. So while I think this is maybe a little bit much, it's very, very green for an audio team, and we will look into what exactly we need for an audio team. I figured a meeting room would be a good idea, and I figured getting the Nerdrosoft logo on this back wall, it's a pretty good look. Obviously, the room itself it's a little gray to say the least. It's definitely a little bit gray, but I think this is a pretty solid way to go. I would like to maybe try and get like a little bit of color into the carpets here. We have got like a lighter section, so if I did like blue there, I think that's okay. I think that's a nice bit of color to sort of bring through the space. I think it looks kind of interesting. And I think honestly, the rest of this is pretty solid for a meeting room. So we'll see if that gets used. But what I want to do is have a look at some audio tools. I want to see what we can do here. And I guess we want to go for Nerdrosoft, and we'll figure out what the name's going to be shortly. But in terms of, frameworks, let's have a look. So we have Fast Run, which has support for delay and reverb, auto-tune, codecs, and plugins. It's not bad. We have BitGoTech, which has, BitGoTech is fun to say as well. Sound banks, analyzers, multi-track editing. Are the tech levels? Honestly, BitGoTech has the better tech levels as well. Let's go for you. And immediately the expected interest is already 24%. So we'll do delay and reverb. We'll do a sound bank. We can do a spectrum analyzer. We can do multi-track editing, or maybe not, maybe audio codecs. I think we go simple. I think we go simple for now, and we'll just sort of do this. Now, in terms of names, we get Sound Pause, we get Amp Edit, SignTune Studio, Record Pro, Audio Studio, Amplitude Play, Wave Stop. We could go Wave. That's usually the name that we go for. But I'm kind of thinking, I was going to say Nerdrosoft Studio, but Nerdrosoft Studio in its own way, kind of, that could be its own like brand, right? Like we could do Canvas Studio as like a pro edition or something like that. So I don't know. Amps, Record, Sound Studio, Audible. Nerdrosoft Audible is a bit mouthy. Nerdrosoft Wave is kind of the classic one. I think Wave was like, might have been the first thing that we did. So honestly, we'll go with Nerdrosoft Wave and that'll be fine. In terms of price, we'll go in here at, it's 97 recommended. I'm going to do my sweet spot of 69.69. We'll go to next. 2D editor for this guy. Well, I mean, a 2D editor for this guy, I think I can't set Canvas for it, can I? Because it's not out yet, unfortunately. And I don't think the tech level for Canvas is going to be there anyway. So we'll just use InkSuite. That's fine. In terms of operating systems, we have plenty of choices. I think what we'll do is just go for these guys. It's going to take about a year to develop this. That's okay. We can try analyzing the market here. We'll apply this. It gives us 82%, wasted 15. If I move this around, I can get that a little better. I can get that down to like 3% wasted right there, which is pretty solid. I don't think I can get 2%. I can get, there was a 1% in there. Yeah, I'm going to go with this. So 96% expected, 1% wasted. We'll go to next. And for an audio tool, it's going to need 4 designers, 6 programmers, and 2 artists. I am going to set this for nobody right now. And we'll have a publisher just handle the... This might be tricky, actually. 1991, that is actually almost 2 years. So you know what? I think we can manage that. We'll go for this. We will develop it. No one is competent as an audio designer. That's fine. We will need a 2D designer and programmer, but we should be able to manage that. We'll go ahead and continue. We'll pause and we'll start hiring some employees. So what was it? It said this needed. If I look at project details, can I keep this like on the screen here? So keep it about there and go to have a look here. So we have no lead designer. That's okay. It recommends 4 designers. So we'll try and get both a designer and a programmer. Compatibility doesn't matter. It's going to be audio team, which is whatever. So you're not filtering by compatibility. Let's just begin looking. Let's look at skill. And we're looking for the audio team. So what can you guys do? You can do system. You cannot do audio programming, but you can do system. So you know what? I think, well, maybe we sort by the ones at the top first. So Alicia Berry, you are exclusive leads. Oh, will work as a lead designer and nothing else. You are not going to be getting hired at all. Rodrigo Coleman, you're actually pretty solid. So we'll go ahead and bring you into the team. And then compatibility, I really don't want you to be a leader. You have a fixed rate, but you want to be a exclusive lead on things. I'm really not about it. Lois, I think we can bring you in as well. That seems like a pretty good shout. We've got some audio programming. We've got some 2D programming. That's fine. And I kind of need to look for more people. So let's see. Can I just update my... So I need to assign this to my audio team, right? So assign it there. There's no level 1 system designer working in Nerdrosoft Wave to finish audio codecs. That's okay. Let's have another little look and see how we're doing. So we have some designers. We now need the programmers. So that's all right. We can get there. Let's just get the people in and everything will be fine. Okay, it is April of 1989. We just filed a pretty chunky tax report saving $177,000, which is not bad at all. And we now have an audio team. I believe there are 7 people on that team, which is great. So hopefully they can get to work on Nerdrosoft Wave and get that into a good place a little bit sooner than later. The meeting room is hopefully going to get used. I think meetings are good for team compatibility. I'm not really 100% sure on that, but regardless, the audio team is doing their thing. And that's about all I could ask for from my good old audio team. Kingdom 2, by the way, 219,000 active users. 219,000. It made more money last month than it has ever made. 2.2 million. Let's let's order some more copies. Let's order another 100,000 copies just to be sure that this thing is going to be all right. We're also not done porting it to that new operating system, so that's kind of exciting. Nothing else to port it to, which is probably fair enough. 13.5 million overall, though. I wasn't really expecting to be at this point by now, but I guess here we are. I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't, but it feels like a weird thing to complain about, you know? Definitely feels like a weird thing to complain about. 251,000 active users. We are trying to get it updated. I'd like to get these bugs out of here so that we can focus on Canvas, because it's got like 6 months before it needs to be good to go. So we'll get that out of here. We will go all in on Canvas, which is hopefully going to be okay. And I think Wave, given that we have like 18 months to get that going, I think we can manage to, I think we can sit on Wave just a little bit. I've also realized that there's not going to be any meetings because there are no team leaders. That would, it would definitely help if we had some of those. We also have some people that can be educated. So let's get you educated in, I'm going to do I'm going all in on the accounting. We're doing the accounting. We'll give you some marketing though, because that seems like a good idea. And then Renee, I don't know what you do exactly. You are Okay, so you're on my core team. We can educate you in, I don't know, 2D seems like a good idea. Audio seems like a good idea. They're doing a 2D editor right now, though, so we'll give you 2D. And then Alice and Austin, we can give you some 2D as well. That seems like a pretty good bet. And then I think what we'll do is go to me. We'll set me as a team leader so I can hold meetings. And then I'd like to filter my accounting team employees. Can I have a look at your skills? Who has the highest lead skill? Joshua, or Josu, you know what? Simmons has the highest lead skill. I don't think we're going to do anything there. And then for the audio team, let's have a quick look at my employees. Lead skill. Maybe we hire a leader. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we hire a leader. Although this is cool looking. This is actually very cool looking. Just having the logo in the back there, having Bob chilling. Look at him. What a lad. I think I will go ahead and hire a team leader just so we can hopefully get some decent people in here. I don't remember what I want for priorities. Automation, maybe socialization. I think we'll go socialization. We'll do programmer here, compatibility, audio team, begin looking. And I mean, it seems solid. This definitely seems solid. We'll boost compatibility. We've got some multitasking. We've got some HR. I think that's maybe what we want to go for. Automation though. We could automate. Oh, we could automate the audio team. We could instantly automate the audio team. That would actually be kind of huge. I kind of want to do it. I'm going to be honest. I think we do it. I think we try and automate the audio team. So employees, you're the new one. We're going to, can I auto roll you? Is that a thing? I've got no idea. Let's see. Auto roll. You are just a programmer. That's not what I was looking for. That is not what I was looking for. You can just do anything. Do whatever your heart desires. You are actually just a programmer now that I think about it. So we'll just set you as a secondary programmer. So that'll be fine. Team leader and programmer is completely fine. So now this team can have some meetings, but I can also go into HR management and I can say handle wages, handle complaints. You can't do education, unfortunately. You can't do hiring, but you absolutely can. Oh, you absolutely can. We can automate. I'm so excited to be able to like project manage things now because I can now go to project management. We can call this audio tool leader is going to be you. Design is audio across the board. Pre-marketing is you. Post-marketing is going to be accounting. Update team is audio. Source control is going to be source control. Prototype software doesn't matter. Server is this. Basically, a product run out of stock. Oh, you are kidding me. That thing's still selling? Okay. So I don't remember how all this works. Basically, project management is a way to automate your releases. So I could have Nerdrosoft Wave 2 and 3 and 4 automatically going out, which is kind of what I want to do. We'll give them 120% development time. Iteration cooldown is how many months to wait between iterations in the alpha stage. Type 0 for never. That's fine. Updates, I'm assuming this is basically try to update it as much as possible. Try to update to the tech level where possible. Update cycle, how often to release updates in months is going to be 3. How long after release to continue releasing updates is 12. So that'll be 4 updates. Let's do 24. So for 2 years, we'll support it. We'll hype it. We'll automatically develop it. That's fine. Only sequels is fine. Frameworks is fine. Single IP. That is something we are going to do for now. So we're going to do a single IP. We're not going to use it. Well, can we just use our own licenses? No, we'll keep that. That's fine for now. We can handle marketing and then I guess physical copies, print job copies. We'll do maybe 50,000 physical copies to start with. And we'll go ahead and get that going. So basically, I think I need to wait until, so I probably want to pause this, right? So we'll keep that paused for now. Once Wave is done, I can go in and start developing a sequel and I can send that sequel to the project and it will just automatically handle it, I think. Now, when it comes to Kingdom 3, it fell off pretty hard because there's nothing in stock right now. So I'm going to order another 150,000 copies, which might be excessive, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just so that people can hopefully manage to get their hands on it. It can hopefully keep on selling, and we can hopefully get a whole bunch of money out of that. $17.1 million is a ridiculous amount of money right now. We probably could start looking at a new headquarters, but we're going to leave it be for the time being. 19 million. Because of course. Because of course we do. It just made more money than it has ever made before. I don't know how we're doing this. I do not know how we're doing this in the slightest. Nerdsoft Canvas, by the way, releasing in a few months' time, not in a good place. Really, really not in a good place. So we're going to pause this port job. Really actually quite concerned about that. Not pleased about the state of Canvas right now. That's, we're going to have to, I mean, it goes in February. So if we get it to January, we'll see where it is by then. But it seems, I mean, what's holding it back? That's kind of my question. So if we look at the details of, why can't I want to look at this. So if we look at this, so we haven't, I mean, the 2D graphics. So can I just like break this? Oh, you feel stuck here? Okay. All right. So I can look at all of you. 0 of 6 assigned employees are unqualified. That's fine. Requirements, 2D and system. So maybe we just need better. I think we just need better programmers, really. I think we just need to maybe fire some of the people that are terrible in that core team and educate the rest of them. Also, Wave is coming along nicely. A product run out. Really? It's out of stock again? No way. It is. We've sold 800,000. Oh my God. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to order some copies. I'm going to take a big old risk with this. I'm going to order 200,000 copies because if we sell those, that thing's going to sell 1 million units, which would be kind of wild. So I kind of want to see if we can do it because that'd be really cool if we did. Now, interestingly, Kingdom's Scythe has also run out of copies. I don't know that we want to necessarily order too many of these, so we'll do another 10,000 units of that just to make sure that people can get it if they want to get it, and that should be all right. It is now January of 1990, which is very exciting, but it does mean that Canvas now needs to move into beta. It also means that I want to go and I want to go around all of my offices. And I want to select all of the computers. That was all of the furniture. That was not what I was looking for. I want to select all of the computers and only the computers, please. So select you, select entire building, select furniture types. You know what? I'm just gonna go room by room. The reason I want to do this is because I can essentially replace all of them at once. So we can get that 1990s computer in here finally, which is going to be very exciting. So select all you guys. And we want to replace with this guy, the 90s computer. A little bit expensive, but a really nice upgrade regardless. So we got that going for us. Wave is a year out. It's still in the design phase, which is a little bit worrying, but I think it'll be okay. I think we can manage. Kingdom 3 is still selling pretty well. 862,000. That's pretty good. We've got a few people to be educated here as well. So Bob Newby, for example, has some art training that he can have. Let's maybe do, let's do audio art. Maybe. I don't know. We'll do audio art. Bella has the same thing. We'll give Bella maybe, I don't know, maybe 3D. Yeah, we'll do 3D just to be safe. Simmons has something as well. We can give you marketing, so those guys get a bit better. Rob Gibson in the core team has some training as well. Let's do system, because system has been lacking quite substantially. And then we have Renee Hunter in the core team as well. And you can have a bit of 2D art is what you can have. So that will hopefully make my core team a little bit more solid. I'm really worried about Canvas. I have some theories that it's not going to go very well. But at the very least, it's got 50 followers, which is, well, it's got 60 followers now. It could be worse. It definitely could be worse. Let's release it. Let's see what we're looking at. These guys aren't going to know who we are in this particular field. Yep, that's to be expected. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh no. Let's do 25,000 copies. That's gonna be rough. Can we bring those tech levels up a little bit? That's definitely a thing we can do. That's good. We'll fix any bugs that come up as well. Hopefully we can get this update out quickly. Let's also unpause this port job, and we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens. I'm concerned. I'm definitely concerned that Canvas is going to be a flop, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's, where is it? Canvas, 23,000 users. Oh, and it immediately ran out of stock. Okay. Okay. Right. That makes things interesting. Give me 100,000 copies of this guy, and let's see what it can be ported to, because I'm sure there's something. Yeah, there we go. Let's get it on these new operating systems. I'm actually quite surprised that this has worked out. Really, really surprised about that. My audio team can go ahead and start developing Wave, which is hopefully not going to take forever. A little bit worried about that. It seems like no one's, oh, it's not assigned to anybody in that phase. There we go. Give it to the audio team. They are working on it quite nicely as well. Canvas is ready for an update as well, so we'll get that out the door. Oh man, I am suddenly quite excited to see how things go. So 23,000 active users, 58,000. I also didn't file a tax report. Oh, I was fined 100,000 for failing to file it, but saved 343,000. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Kingdom 3 has fallen off a little bit. 184,000 active users. I don't love, oh my God. Bills, was that my taxes? Tax report. Yeah, taxes were -3 million. Good Lord. But we did do 4.5 million in software sales. So aside from the fact that my taxes are crazy expensive and I do get fined every now and then, we are making ridiculous money. Canvas has 66,000 in stock. King Doom is 937,000 units have been sold. Not bad. Let me have a look at all software very quickly. I'm not going to be at the top, but I want to see. So Door 2 was ridiculously profitable. Not bad. And then my releases, if we sort by most recent, King Doom 3 ended up doing 28 million. Canvas is 1.1 million already. So that's all sorts of fantastic, to be completely honest with you. That is so good. I'm so pleased about that. Is there anything we can do with Canvas? You can't do, there's no like expansions you can do. It is already being ported. We could start working on a sequel. I don't think I'm going to work on a sequel, but we could if we wanted to. I think the goal at this point, given that Wave is going to go out in 1991, I think let's take a very quick look and see if anything supports a 3D editor yet. I'm going to have my doubts. Nothing does. I think as soon as something supports 3D, we go all in on that. But given that we have the second team, given that we have the audio team, and given that Wave goes out in 1991, we can get a little bit cheeky. We can go ahead and start working on the next King Doom trilogy using Canvas and Wave as our tools. So we'll be saving money on royalties right there. And speaking of money, I totally forgot to buy out these estates, which means that it's going to be a lot more expensive. Going to be a lot more expensive to do that now. Let's spend 2.4 million on 39 shares, so that we are buying out a chunk of their ownership of the company. That seems like a fair thing to do. So I now own most of my company, I guess. They have 41.4% between them, which is completely fine. I have the bulk of the company now. I could just buy them out completely, which I might do. I might just buy, 5.8, 5. You know what? Buy it out. That seems good. So we're not publicly listed. Nerdrosoft is now a completely privately owned company. That's good. $33.1 million worth of shares. We are currently worth 8.2 million because I had to give Bob and Bella ridiculous amounts of money, but that's fine. I'm sure they're going to be thrilled about that. They've just been given tremendous, they've just been given a massive bonus amount of money. That's fine. What team are you on? You're my audio team. So let's give you some audio design. You're my core team. Let's give you some 3D design. Yeah, I'm sure Bob and Bella are absolutely thrilled at that little, what was it, like 8 million? Oh wait, what do you mean formal complaint? Your friend was fired. What do you mean your friend was fired? Who? What do you, huh? Your friends were not, what do you mean your friend was, you know what? We'll raise your salary, and raise your salary. That'll keep you happy. What, I mean, I'm assuming they mean the accounting teams, right? The accountants that I got rid of, but I got rid of those accountants a while ago. What are you complaining about? Oh my God. Jobs not fulfilling. Buddy, the company has just made like $30 million in the past year. What do you mean the job's not? I mean, money isn't everything and blah, 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 but get out of here. Heading for bankruptcy. Well, yeah, 14 million spent last month. Are they really? A product run out of, oh my God. Canvas is out of stock now. Oh, I'm going to have to get some printers. We're going to have to start printing things, but, jobs not fulfilling. How has the core team suddenly decided that they're unhappy? I don't get it. Let's start updating Canvas a little bit here. Let's give that to the core team. Let's look at an update for King Doom as well. Hopefully we can do some good things here. We can use Canvas for it, which is actually great news. We can use Amplitude Edit 5 for this as well. So we'll get that updated. That'll keep the core team busy. They want to complain about having nothing to do and the job not being fulfilling. I will give you plenty to do. I can promise you that. So it's November of 1990 now. Canvas has 139,000 active users. It has had quite a few tickets missed though, which is really worrying. We might actually need to get our hands on a dedicated support team for this thing. We are working to update it as much as we possibly can. That's taking a little while. I don't love that. Nerdrosoft Wave, however, it's getting there. We also have some broken computers, which I'm going to need to do something about. So let's get some IT support and maintenance in here. Let's look at education for the audio team. We will give you some audio programming. You are on my core team, so we'll give you a bit of, I don't know what to give you, honestly. 2D, I guess. And then you can have support, since that's something we're doing a lot of as well. Hopefully we can get everything fixed here nice and quickly so that everyone can get back to work as well. And I suppose the goal really is going to be to move Nerdrosoft Wave into beta in December, giving it as much time in the oven in the alpha phase as we can manage. We'll accept all of these and close. A product run out of stock. Oh my God. Okay. First off, Wave beta. We're not going to print it. That's fine. What do you mean? So King Doom 3 and Nerdrosoft Canvas. So Canvas is out of stock. Canvas is out of stock. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay. 123,000 active users. Order copies. Give me 150,000 and that'll be fine. So give me 150,000 of those. And then King Doom 3 has sold 1.1 million units. That is wild. Give me another 150,000 of those. We have a lot more consumers potentially. We'll do it anyway. We'll order those in. And I want to see how things go. I want to see how this Canvas update turns out, because it seems that people do care about those. So once that goes out, people might be quite happy. When Wave goes out next month, I'm hoping people are going to be happy about that, although it doesn't have a lot of followers. It's regardless, I'm hoping for the best. I have 3.2 million due in taxes in 3 months. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Wave, go out the door. How are we looking? So the bugs are few and far between. It's magnificent, great quality, and no one knows who we are. Okay. 150,000 units of that, please. Oh, we are missing so many of these tickets. We might need to get a dedicated support team now. I'll tell you what, let's bring all of this up to date. Let's use Nerdrosoft Canvas to update this. And let's get a dedicated support team very quickly. I was going to wrap things up I was gonna kind of wait to see what the profits are on Wave until we come back in the next episode, but I'm thinking we're gonna do a support team. I think we kind of need one. So we'll do a bunch of tables across there. We'll do a bunch of tables sort of across here as well. That'll be fine. Let me just make it brighter so I can see what I'm doing. We'll give these guys 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. Maybe we take out this one in the corner. We can turn that into something else. Go into office and get them some computers. I'm hoping 5 people on a support team is going to be, I'm hoping that's going to be enough. I would imagine it will be. So we'll do something like this. We'll get ourselves a nice, can I get a bookcase for the corner? I absolutely can. We'll get ourselves a nice plant for right about here. And we'll get ourselves a water cooler for right about here as well. And then of course we need some paintings just to brighten the place up a little bit. We'll do one above each of the computers, just again to brighten the place up a little bit. There we go. And we'll do a clock right about here. And that seems fine. I think in terms of room color, I want to go for the same floor that I've done everywhere. So the floor is going to be this. And then the walls in here are going to be sort of a yellowy color, because I'm pretty sure that support is, if I remember looking at the things on the right properly, support is sort of a yellowy color, so that'll be fine. We'll select the room dividers. We'll paint those as well. And that's fine. It's not the most fancy looking room, but it's totally fine. We'll have a look at office, and what do we need here? I think we want phones for service. So we'll get a bunch of phones in here, and that seems good. That seems fine. We'll go ahead and run things. We'll go to teams. We'll go to support team. We can add that. We can select all of them and get some auto color on that as well, which is fine. We want to assign this room to the support team, and then we want to get ourselves a support team. So let's look for a leader first and foremost. We'll get secondary role service. Compatibility is irrelevant, really. Specialization is going to be socialization for meetings. We'll begin looking. And you are going to be going onto the support team, so your compatibility really doesn't matter. In terms of skill, we've got you. That's not bad though, honestly. Not bad. You can do support, you can do law. Honestly, we'll hire you. That's fine. Compatibility for the rest of it's not great, but we'll figure it out. Let's go to employees. Let's go to you. Change your role. You are going to be doing leader and service, and that's fine. And now we want to hire 4 more people for the rest of that team. So service and support. Secondary role doesn't matter. Salary is going to be high. Filter by that. Begin looking. We have got some good compatibility across the board, so we'll go for you. We will go for you. We'll go for you as well, and we'll go for you. So that gives us some great compatibility. That's 5 people on that team. Let's start moving things around a little bit. Let's take you guys out and give it to the support team. Let's take you guys out and give that to the support team. And actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this one on all of my teams for the time being, because we are missing so many of those tickets. And this one can go to the support team as well. So just for today, Canvas is going to be getting handled by everybody, just to make sure that we can start, we can stop missing the tickets. And then as of tomorrow, it's going to be handled exclusively by the support team. That's the way we want to go. Anyway, Nerdsoft Wave went out today. 0 active users. I did order copies. So let's see how it does. 0, 29,000. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I'm kind of happy about that. Let's take you guys off of this and leave that to the support team, who have a meeting apparently. But they are getting through those tickets so quickly, which is absolutely fantastic. That is what we want to see. Okay. I feel like I can breathe a little bit now. That's great. That's oh man. That's really good. So we're now doing ridiculous money again, basically. We are doing 2.9, 2.4, 1 point whatever. We've done, let's see, release dates, Wave, 1 million last month, 1 million there, 10 million overall, 37 million there, $70 price tags across the board, except for the original King Doom, it was 69. These are all actually 69, I think, but regardless, I am quite happy with where we are right now. I think we're doing pretty good. Wave could probably do with being ported to a couple of different systems. Frame OS 2, for example. Canvas does not need to go to anything else, so that's fine. And I think actually Wave can go to the audio team as well, just to get that port a little bit quicker. And that should be pretty solid, really. I think we're in a pretty good space. I think we can also say that Wave can be updated by the audio team too, just to make sure that update goes a little bit quicker. We'll prioritize it as well so the bugs get done, and I'm really happy about that. I was fined 95,000 for failing to file a tax report for 1990. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we're in a good place. I think we might want to start considering a little move into a bigger office at some point, because it definitely seems like we have the money for it, which I absolutely adore. Very, very happy about that. Oh man, it's so good. It's so satisfying when you get to this point of Software Inc. It really is, man. It's so good. A product has run out of stock and you're losing sales. Nerdrosoft Wave. You know what? Let's take a chance. Let's do 250,000 copies of Nerdrosoft Wave. It is 120,000 active users, 120,000 there, 165,000 there. I'm willing to see what happens is what I'm willing to do. Also, Canvas has over 1,000 bugs. That's worrying. There's a lot of bugs to get through there as well. Good Lord. Wave, I mean, we'll go ahead and finish that. We've updated it. We'll focus on Canvas for a little bit. Maybe we let the audio team loose on Canvas bug fixing as well, just because of, oh my God, what's out of stock now? King Doom, really? 1.2 million. Let's order some more copies. We'll do another 100,000, I guess, is what we'll go for there, and hope for the best. That is wild that thing's still selling. The good news though, is now we can go to King Doom 3, which came out 4 years ago. So we did do this quite nicely. We did May of 1981 was King Doom. 2 and a bit years later was the sequel. And 4 years later was King Doom 3. So now it's been 4 years since King Doom 3 came out. Let's start working on the sequel, which is obviously going to be King Doom 4. So the way this will work, we're going to do 6 of them, right? We're going to do 6 of them. The chances are that this is going to take us from probably now in 1991 up until 2001, 2002. It's probably going to be 3 more games over the next 10 years. We're then going to put it on hold. So I'm assuming 2001, 2002 for the final one. So King Doom 6. We're going to put it on hold. And then in like 2015, so like 14, 15 years later, we're going to come back and we're going to reboot the franchise, right? So it'll be, as far as the franchise goes, it'll be a sequel, but it's a reboot. That's how it's going to work. Anyway, that's my thinking. Do I want to do my own framework for this? I feel like I kind of do. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do Nerdrosoft. I don't know. It's Nerdrosoft Game Engine, I guess, is what we'll call it. Or Nerdrosoft. It doesn't matter what it's called, really. It's a game engine. It's a framework, really. So we'll call it the, oh, no, I know. Well, Kingmaker. That's what it's called. It's the King Doom engine. So it's the Kingmaker engine. That's perfect. It's going to be 69 as per usual. It's about a year to make this right now, which is fine. I'm willing to kind of take that long. Let's give this one physics, although that is so much wasted interest if we do that. Let's do recorded dialogue. That's also wasted in, oh my God. So it's going to be approximately 2 years. And we're getting more advanced with it. We're definitely getting more advanced with it. I don't want to have that much wasted interest. So maybe some dialogue trees. You can kind of choose what one-liner your character says, and that'll be how we do it. So we'll go to the next page, the 2D editor. We can't use Canvas. Why? What is that? Why can we not use whatever. Audio tool is going to be Wave. That's fine. Operating systems. What do we got? We got release dates. We got you. We got you. That should be fine. How many consumers are we looking at right now? 2.2 million. Okay. And then over here, we'll try and optimize this a little bit. Still 24% wasted interest. I don't love it, but that's okay. And to be fair, it does kind of need to not be the audio team working on this, first and foremost. It's the core team that's going to be working on this. And the leader for this trilogy apparently can't be Bob Newby. Interesting. I wanted it to be, but apparently not. And then for a publisher, we're just going to have marketing. So they want February of 94. Wow. Oh, they want that to be a ways out. Okay. I might have been right in my theory that it'll be between now and like 2002 that this new trilogy goes out. That's fine. Let's get to work on it. We don't have enough programmers. We don't have enough designers. We're going to need to expand the core team a little bit. But for now, the size of the team you've chosen is quite small for a project of this size. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. We are going to need to expand the core team, which is another reason that we might want to consider, you know what? Let's put the audio team on this as well. Let's put both of the teams on there. We're going to bring the priority down a little bit. We're going to bring the priority of the port jobs up a little bit. So we'll try and get this update done. We'll try and get the ports done, and then we'll get to work. Well, actually, we'll focus on the update. We'll get the port done. The product run out of stock again? What have we in Canvas? Really? Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Give me, I don't know. Give me 100,000 copies of that as well. I think we need to move into a better building. We need to maybe move into a warehouse. There is a warehouse option for the buildings you can move into, so maybe we move into that and we see how things go. It might also be a great idea to just finish the update for Canvas. Over 1,000 bugs fixed is fair enough. We'll see how people kind of handle that. Still 93,000 users, 150,000 there, 233,000 users on Wave right now, 263. Canvas just went up as well. Not bad. We're at $42 million. We could reasonably just build our own office at this stage, but I don't want to do that yet. I think we're going to build our own office once we hit about $100 million. And that'll kind of be the rule right there. That's how that's going to work. Now, Kingdom 4 is in the full design phase now, which is very exciting. Very, very happy about that. What, just ran out of Wave again? Really? Okay, give me 200,000 copies of Wave, please. Let's have a look at some numbers then. So King Doom 3, 1.3 million units sold. Canvas has sold, let's see, what is that? 545,000. Not bad. What are the other stats on Canvas? Licensing costs, that's fair enough. And then for Wave, we are looking at 428,000. I could have probably looked at this quicker by bringing up this menu, but that's fine. That's so good. I'm so pleased with this. I really am. I'm so pleased with this. I also love that my publishers are going to be very happy with me as well. Going to be making them a lot of money. It's, I think the goal realistically is going to be to either move into, I'm probably going to move into a tower, and we'll see if we can set up some kind of printing thing in there, have some couriers come by. I think we need to build ourselves a marketing team as well. And that way we can finally break away from publishers. Although maybe we stick with King Doom, maybe King Doom, if we look at the lore, right? I feel like King Doom at this point is probably a joint venture. Oh, interesting. It's not the same publisher. Oh, okay. So Dange Digital published the original trilogy. Now it's TriLink Corporation publishing this new trilogy. What happened to Dange Digital? Are they still a company? Do they still exist? Let's see. Worth, they're right here. They're just not worth as much. Interesting. How has Mabel Corp managed to be here with only 4 products and no, what have you done? What do you make? You make consoles. You've made a bunch of consoles with like no users though. You've never made money. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. So people rat me out for having a pallet of gold in my break room, but Mabel Corporation's worth $147 million with 0 fans and 4 failed operating systems and no one bats an eye? Really? Really? That's how that works? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That seems just some private investors in Mabel Corporation that I think we should be asking some questions to, but fair enough. It's whatever. Where am I? So I'm right here. I'm kind of middle of the road, which is great. I love that. I'm so happy. I love this game. I really do. I love this game. I'll tell you what we're going to do though. We're going to leave it there for today because I'm getting a little bit carried away. And this episode's probably gone on a fair bit longer than some of the last ones. So we'll leave it there for today. This has been some pretty solid progress. $45.8 million, October of 1991. We're working on King Doom 4. I think next time, what do you mean? King Doom and Canvas ran out of stock? Really? Oh my God. Give me, I don't know, give me 200,000 more units of King Doom seems ridiculous and irresponsible, but whatever. Canvas as well, honestly, order 200,000 of those. I don't think it's going to sell them, but we'll see. It'll be fine. Is what it'll be. Let's maybe, oh man, we have a lot of verified bugs in both of these guys as well. We do need to fix them, but I'll tell you what, we can worry about that in the next one. I think we need to move out into a different building. I think we need to probably get ourselves another team or two. I think a marketing team would be great. I think an updates team would be nice as well. So a team of kind of programmers or whatever you do for updating software would be kind of handy. And I think realistically, we probably want to start preparing for a 3D editor because it is really only a matter of time before something on the market supports 3D. Or we take a huge risk. We take a huge risk and we try to just make an operating system that supports it ourselves. We could do it. We could try and just make an operating system. We could spend like, keep our teams doing what they're doing, making ridiculous money off of King Doom and Canvas and Wave, use that to then fund an operating system team. Anyway, that's something we can figure out. That is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.